Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10's Justin Glaze just gave his rose to the entirely wrong person, and things are about to get dramatic. Justin, who appeared on The Bachelorette Season 17 and Bachelor in Paradise Season 8, has been open about his feelings throughout the season. After Justin's ex, Susie Evans, joined Paradise, he was faced with a tough decision this episode. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10's first episodes have featured an onslaught of changes. While some have been subtle, like the changes to the resort the cast members are staying in, others have been overt, like the arrivals of new cast members into the series. Susie, who Justin dated after her time on The Bachelor Season 26, coming into the mix was huge for Justin. While the pair dated for less than a year, their relationship was meaningful to both of them, and they were on good terms leading up to their time on Bachelor in Paradise. Susie was clear that she didn't want to step on toes when it came to Justin, who was developing something strong with Lexi Young. Unfortunately, Justin didn't get that memo. Justin tried to give Susie his rose instead of Lexi. Everyone expected Justin to give Lexi his rose. During the final moments of Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, Episode 2, Justin was faced with a tough decision. While he wanted to continue things with Lexi, who'd struggled with how ready he was for a relationship earlier in the episode, he was also understanding that if Susie didn't get a rose, she'd be eliminated. With Susie just arriving, he felt responsible. While Justin and Susie's relationship ended in the summer of 2024, it's been clear that they're still on good terms, and some have even speculated that the pair have gotten back together. Prior to Bachelor in Paradise's filming, it appeared they were posting together frequently. With Justin keeping Susie's best interest in mind, he tried to give her his rose. Justin tearfully explained that he was choosing Susie because he'd promised in the past that he'd look out for her, and while it was very sweet to his former partner, it was very underwhelming for the woman he'd been pursuing on Paradise. As the rest of the cast stared in disbelief, Justin explained Susie would get the chance to meet someone with more time. Susie rejected the rose, causing chaos. While Justin offered Susie his rose, she was too floored to do anything right away other than gawk at him in disbelief and question his choice. Susie came down to the center pedestal and told Justin she didn't want him to give her his rose and would prefer that he offer it to Lexi because she knew he wanted to. Though Justin was clearly torn, it was obvious that he actually did want to offer his rose to Susie over Lexi, who he'd been struggling with. While he wanted to continue on his Paradise journey, he felt rebuffed as Susie left him without taking the rose. Justin tearfully stormed off the set, followed by Susie, then Lexi. The chaos was overwhelming. While Justin seemed to feel like he was doing the right thing offering Susie his rose, the lack of care he seemed to feel for Lexi in that moment was heartbreaking. Lexi, understandably, felt finished with the entire Bachelor in Paradise production. Sadly for Justin, making such a monumental mistake is likely to end his time on the long-running series. The sun was setting on the shores of Bachelor in Paradise, casting a warm golden glow over the turquoise waves. The palm trees swayed gently in the breeze, hiding the brewing storms beneath the tropical beauty. Contestants laughed and flirted by the bonfire, but behind the smiles, hearts were breaking and secrets were simmering. Justin Glaze, the charismatic and handsome former bachelor, was standing at the rose ceremony, clutching a single rose that would decide the fate of his summer romance. Eyes fixed on him, all the women awaited his choice, hearts pounding in unison. To them, this was more than a rose. It was hope, a chance for love in the limelight. But deep down, Justin was torn. He felt the pull of two very different women, one whose fiery spirit and raw honesty captivated him, and another whose sweetness hid a complexity he hadn't yet unraveled. As the music faded and the moment arrived, Justin stepped forward and handed his rose to her. The crowd erupted in cheers, but somewhere in the back of his mind, a nagging doubt whispered, "Did I give my rose to the wrong person?" Meet the women. Leela Summers, the firecracker. Leela was a whirlwind. From the moment she arrived on the beach, she was unafraid to speak her mind, challenge the status quo, and demand authenticity. Her laugh was contagious, and her eyes sparkled with a fierce intensity that drew people in and sometimes pushed them away. She wasn't here to play games, she was here for real. Justin admired her courage, her passion, and the way she refused to settle for anything less than the truth. But Leela's fire also intimidated him. She challenged him on every level, forcing him to confront his own fears and insecurities. Emily Hart, the enigma. Emily was the opposite. Quiet, graceful, and mysterious, she seemed like a soothing balm in the chaos of paradise. She listened more than she spoke, her soft voice barely audible over the crashing waves. But there was something hidden beneath her calm exterior, a story Justin desperately wanted to uncover. Her warmth and subtle smiles made Justin feel safe, but was that enough to build a foundation? He wondered if he truly knew her, or if she was holding back, waiting for the right moment to reveal herself. The rose decision. When the rose ceremony began, tension wrapped the beach like a thick fog. Justin's palms sweated as he scanned the faces of the women who had shared moments, laughter, and tears with him. Leela stood with fierce determination, eyes locked on Justin, her jaw set like steel. Emily, serene and hopeful, stood a few feet away, clutching her dress nervously. Justin's heart raced. He knew his choice would shatter someone's dreams and potentially break someone else's heart. With a shaky breath, Justin stepped forward. "Leela," he said firmly, extending the rose. The crowd gasped. Leela's face lit up, a victorious smile spreading across her lips. Emily's eyes glistened with unshed tears. The aftermath. For a few moments, it seemed like the perfect ending. Leela and Justin embraced, the world around them fading away. But as the night deepened, doubts gnawed at Justin's heart. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. The conversations he shared with Emily, the quiet moments filled with unspoken connection, they haunted him. Behind the scenes, whispers started swirling among the other contestants. Justin made a mistake. Emily was the one who truly understood him. The drama was just beginning. A secret revealed. One evening, as the group gathered around the fire pit, Emily pulled Justin aside. "Can I be honest?" she asked softly. Justin nodded. "I'm not just quiet because I'm shy. There's something I've been hiding." Emily took a deep breath. "I didn't come here to be the second choice. I came here for a real chance." Her confession hit Justin like a wave crashing against the shore. What if the rose was given too soon? Crossroads of the heart. Justin felt the weight of Emily's words settle over him like the humid island night. The flickering flames of the fire cast shadows on their faces as he searched for the right response. "Emily, I didn't realize you felt that way," he admitted, voice thick with hesitation. "I just thought Leela was the one who challenged me, who made me feel alive." Emily's gaze softened, but there was steel beneath it. "I get that, but sometimes the person who challenges you isn't the one who can stand by you when things get tough." Justin swallowed hard. The truth was, the fire Leela sparked in him was exhilarating, but it burned too hot, too fast. Emily's steady warmth was like the ocean, deep and constant. For the first time, doubt clouded his decision. Leela's mask cracks. The next day, tension hung thick between Justin and Leela. She sensed his distance, his distracted glances toward Emily. Leela was fiery, but she wasn't blind. In a rare moment of vulnerability, she confronted Justin. "Why are you pulling away?" she demanded, her voice a mix of frustration and hurt. Justin hesitated, then confessed. "I'm scared, Leela. You make me question everything, and honestly, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that kind of fire." Leela's eyes narrowed, and the strong front she wore cracked. "So you want safe, quiet? That's why you're looking at Emily?" Justin nodded slowly, unsure if he was making things worse or finally being honest. Leela's laugh was bitter. "Sorry, Justin, but I'm not safe or quiet. I'm a storm, and if you want calm seas, I'm not your girl." She turned away, leaving Justin alone with his doubts. The island's whisper. That night, Justin walked along the beach, the waves whispering secrets only the moon could hear. His heart was a battlefield. Choosing between Leela's storm and Emily's calm felt impossible. Both held pieces of the future he dreamed of, but the rose was already given. Could he undo his choice? Was it fair to Leela, to Emily, to himself? The island seemed to pulse with his uncertainty, each step sinking into the sand a reminder that paradise wasn't perfect. The unexpected twist. The next morning, a surprise twist was announced by the host. The rose ceremony wasn't over. Justin would get a chance to reconsider his rose. A special date with Emily awaited him that afternoon. The news sent shockwaves through the group. Leela's face hardened. She wasn't about to give up easily. The special date was intimate, under the shade of a giant banyan tree. Emily opened up about her life, her fears, and her hopes. Justin listened, feeling the walls around his heart slowly crumbling. For the first time, he imagined a life not just full of passion, but of understanding. The second rose ceremony. The sun dipped low again, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange. The contestants gathered for the second rose ceremony, tension thicker than ever. Justin stepped forward, rose in hand. This time, he surprised everyone. "I've realized something important," he said quietly. "Leela is incredible, but she's not the person I see my future with. Emily, will you accept my rose?" Emily's eyes widened in disbelief, but lighting up with joy. The crowd erupted into applause. Leela stood frozen, a mix of shock and heartbreak flickering across her face. After the storm. As the days passed, Justin and Emily grew closer, their bond deepening beyond the cameras and scripted moments. But the drama wasn't over. Leela wasn't ready to fade quietly into the sunset. She confronted them, her voice shaking with raw emotion. "You thought you could just change your mind and erase everything?" she demanded. "You gave me hope, Justin. You broke my heart." Justin looked down, ashamed but resolute. "I'm sorry, Leela. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just had to be honest with myself." Leela stormed off, leaving a trail of shattered dreams behind. New beginnings. In the last days of paradise, Justin and Emily walked hand in hand along the shore, ready to face the world beyond the island. The cameras caught their smiles, the promises whispered under the stars. Justin had learned a hard lesson. Sometimes the right choice isn't the easiest one, and love isn't about the spark that blinds you, but the flame that warms you for a lifetime.